Mr. Speaker, if you look at the schedule itself, it's not just about the amount of money that each county is getting. If you look at the top of that column, the first column at the top there, Mr. Speaker, there is a date that is provided for when these counties can expect that this money is going to be in their accounts. Mr. Speaker, county money, the money that counties expect under devolution, is not a favor. It is not a favor. It is a constitutional right. We Kenyans ourselves decided that we are going to have two levels of government and that we are going to finance both levels of government. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, what I usually say is that there should be no one who expects praise for doing what is the constitutional imperative. If sending money to the counties is a constitutional imperative, do not expect us to praise you for sending money to the counties. If you are doing a constitutional imperative, that is not something you have a choice in. Mr. Speaker, I have heard people here praising some quotas for saying, oh, money has been released to the counties. That is your job. That is a job of the executive to ensure that our counties are financed on time. This schedule here, Mr. Speaker, once we pass the schedule, the people of Nairobi expect that by the 15th of July of this month and by the 15th of August next month, each of the counties will have received the monies that have been specified.
Senator Sifuna.
Yes,
the
Mr. Speaker.
Senator Chirange wishes to inform you.
I reject in total that offer. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker,
what is the point of order, Senator Boni?
Mr. Speaker, you've heard severally. I'm rising on standing order number 105. The Senator for Nairobi speak to a misleading statement that the amount which was allocated in Dora bill, there was no increment. Yes. Mr. Speaker, the second falsehood is alleging here is that there is a delay in the disbursement of funds. And yet, Mr. Speaker, as late as last week, there was no single county with an arrears. In fact, last week, Mr. Speaker, 32 billion shillings was disbursed. Is he in order to mislead the House, knowing that Dora, that we passed here, raised the money from 370 billion to 385.3 billion, and that all the arrears that had been accumulated by the handshake BBI government was cleared? Is he in order?
Senator Sifuna, kindly be factual in your comments.
Mr. Speaker, it is a fact that the 15 billion shillings additional that is going to the counties was passed not by the Senate, but by the National Assembly. In the Green Bill that came before this House, that money had been allocated by the National Assembly. We as a Senate did not add a single shilling. Our own committee, Mr. Speaker, I must be heard in silence. This cannot continue. This cannot continue.
Order, honorable senators. Order, honorable senators. If I hear the senator correctly, he said that the Senate did adopt the bill as it came from the National Assembly.
Correct.
And that is factual.
Yes. That is factual, Mr. Speaker. Can I proceed?
What is your point of order, Senator Boni?
Mr. Speaker, according to the Constitution of Kenya, the Dora bill cannot be signed into law without the concurrence of the two houses. Mr. Speaker,